What is good, you of the tube? It's me, it's OG, and I'm back. Do me a favor before we go any further. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscription button. I would really appreciate it. And while you're doing that, hit that little bell thingy, the notification bell, so when we post new content, you'll be notified. Today, we're gonna jump right into it. It is a comparison video. OG Melos versus 2018 Melos. You know, the Carmelo Anthony Jordan 2s. Come on, you've been sleeping under a rock? I know you haven't been sleeping under a rock. Let's get right to the shoe. Okay, so I think if you're looking on the screen on your left, it's the 2018 version of the Melo 2, and on the right is the OG version. I did notice that there were more than the obvious differences between these two shoes. So let's get to the obvious part. Inside of the tongue on the OG, the number is, all right, finally, just about there, right there. You see is a 23. That's on the inside of the, ooh, that was a whole lot for that little bit. And on the 2018 version, you're going to find, what does that look like? It is, trust me when I tell you, the number, there we go, 15, which was Melo's number. So that's one difference. The other difference I want to point out, and I don't know if it's going to be easy for you to tell or not, but this is not easy to do behind the camera. Kudos to those who do this all the time. I don't particularly care for it. All right, so the blue is slightly different. I'm going to say on the 2018 pair, shaking right there, it's a little bit lighter, a little bit more powdery. But I think the place that you can really tell it is in the, get it to sit there, the Jordan logo on the tongue. Or I should say the Wings logo, sorry, on the tongue. See that there? And then if you take a look at it here, just a little bit lighter, and I can't necessarily say that the camera is picking it up as well as I can see it in my eye, but maybe there you go. Darker on the Carolina blue, yellow's about the same. So that's the second thing. The third thing is the actual cut of the shoe. So you can see that. The 2018 version is a more straight cut, and this is a lower cut. For me personally, I prefer the cut on the OG. All right, so those are probably the ones that you've heard about. Everything else is going to be relatively the same. You'll see your outsole there, looking just about the same. Of course, the 2018 is a little bit brighter because it's new and hasn't been worn. So now let's get to the part that, until I got both of the shoes, I never really noticed, but I thought was very interesting. One of the things that I noticed that was a little bit different. Let me also mention that the 2018 shoe is an 11.5, which is my true to fit. The OG pair is a size 12. So you notice on the size 12, on the eyelets here with the plastic framing, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. But on the 2018 pair, you have 1, 2, 3. Difference between the two. Not exactly sure why they did that, but it is a difference. So the next thing that I noticed may be a little bit hard to detect, but I'll point it out because to me, it makes a difference and how the shoe looks. Look at where this blue trim stops. It's just not, just a little bit below where you have your stitching for the below the lace loops. However, on the OG pair, and let me turn it to the side a little bit better, it comes considerably forward of this section up here. The other one's probably more like right here. It comes at least, I'd say, an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch forward. So what, OG? What's the difference? Well, to me, it gives a difference in terms of the look of the toe box. The toe box on the OG looks a little bit more rounded and shorter, whereas the toe box on the 2018 looks a little bit more narrow and longer. Subtle difference, but you know, for those people who maybe think shoes look long on their feet or what have you, it's a difference nonetheless, and something that was noticeable to me. Also, the angle of this part of the shoe on the 2018 pair, I feel like this is a little bit tighter, whereas on the OG pair, that distance between here and here is a little bit wider. Again, it's subtle, but it is a difference in the design that makes an overall difference when you're looking at the shoe. Oh, one more difference that I did not mention, and let's see if I can show you. So on the 2004 OG pair, the insole, you can see down on the inside. There we go. You'll see it has a yellow Jumpman. Come back. There we go. Yellow Jumpman on the footbed. However, on the OG pair, excuse me, on the 2018 pair, boy, this comparison thing is hard to do. Let's see if we get these laces out of here. You can just about see that right there. See that M? Spells out Melo on the footbed there as opposed to the yellow Jumpman. So that's your last difference between these two shoes. For my purposes, if I had to choose which one I prefer, and for those of you who are saying, oh man, the 2018 pair looks so crispy and nice and fresh. Well, it's because it is nice and fresh, and it's brand new. These, of course, 2004. They've been worn, a little weathered, a little broken in, and if you can see right there on the sole, they're getting some separation. Got to send them out to the sole doctor. Black, those will be coming to you. Last thing I'll also mention, if you can see the kind of ribbing, the like animal type crocodile print right there on this, on that side accent on the 2018 pair, looks like it's just a little bit more defined than what was on the 2004 or the OG pair. Again, not a big deal, but a difference worth showing. So at the end of the day, you might say, okay, OG, we did all of that, but like, is one better than the other? Do you prefer one over the other? So if I'm gonna keep it 100, I do like the look and feel of the OG slightly more than the 2018 pair. And I think it probably has to do, for the most part, with the cut. I like that low cut, angle cut in the back, as opposed to the more straight, almost straight across cut on the 2018 pair. I wish if they were gonna, retro a shoe, that they really don't change it and they try to keep it like as true to the original as possible. Let's see here. Can we get it in there now? It's probably gonna be really hard to get these shoes and me in the same color because I'm so dark and this shoe is so bright, so it's washed out. But they're both dope. I wanted to get this pair because I wanted to have another pair. I really like 2's comfort level is on point for me. Probably the most comfortable Jordan in my opinion, next to the 12 in terms of silhouettes. But just something about the original that sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's all I got. Appreciate you hanging in there with me. I know it was a little disjointed trying to do some things differently. Want to remind you, Wednesday, we are back on Talking Kicks. Wednesday, 8:30 on the Talking Kicks YouTube channel. You know the deal. Me, the homie Cadillac Jackson, and the professorial one, Beard Jedi, will be in the building. Deacon Discount will be back on the pulpit for Season 5, Episode 1. We'll be looking for you. So please be there. Shout out to all the Kick Talkers who ordered their shirts. Think they're coming soon. Y'all stay tuned. We appreciate the support and the love. That's all I got. You done know it is your boy OG Sneakers. Wishing all of you, total sneaker family, one love. Holla.